Good morning. How are we doing? So, low carb diets, vegan diets, what's best? I was sent an article this morning about Arnold Schwarzenegger and his vegan diet. And he says, if you want to live longer, this is the diet you need to eat now, in his 80% vegan diet. And it's really interesting because I looked at the foods and someone sent it to me and I was like, it's basically just eating a Mediterranean diet. It's not really a vegan diet. It's just a plant-based with salmon, with chicken, with omelette, and with Greek yogurt, which makes it an omnivore diet. And the headline is a good example of how it can be so confusing in the nutrition industry, almost like you don't know where to start. And it's frustrating to see because actually people get really confused and they get overwhelmed and they do nothing. They just think, oh, I don't know, you basically got to eat ice cubes. Morning, Julie, how are we doing? And I want to clarify a few things here because actually the diet is good. Lentils, pulses, beans, lots of vegetables, then lean meats, chicken, salmon, good oily fish, fatty fish, omega-3, which is great for cholesterol, inflammation, joints. Obviously a good protein source, eggs, which are great for like a little multivitamin, cheap, easy, versatile, Greek yogurt, so you got your calcium, gut health benefits as well. Good morning, Lisa. So all these benefits in there, which these parts aren't vegan, but they provide a hell of a lot of nutrients. And I know it's a newspaper article, it's just getting clicks and headlines, but I wanted to clarify a few things on there, that's basically just a plant-based Mediterranean diet. And plant-based in the media, this is important. Morning, Stephanie. Plant-based in the media often refers to like vegan diets, and they say like plant-based is the best. Morning, Jules. But actually, when you look at plant-based in the research literature, it's actually like a Mediterranean diet. It's majority plants, lots of vegetables, lots of fruits, lots of fiber, lots of legumes, beans, with lean meats in there as well, with oily fish in there as well. And I wanted to clarify that because quite often it's like, oh, there's a this newspaper article said everyone should be on plant-based diets. It's like, what are they actually meaning? How are they defining these terms? Because actually, when you define the terms, nutrition is quite simple. But when you don't define the terms and you just use them loosely, like plant-based means vegan, that's when it can get quite confusing. And I want to touch on low carb with this as well, because a research study might come out and the newspaper might get hold of it, the media get hold of it, and it will say like low carb is like the best for weight loss, or it will say like everyone should be low carb. And when you look at the actual amounts they use in these studies, it's like still like 30% carbohydrates. So it's not no carb, but people can take that for no carbohydrate. Like, oh, I could never do that though. I could never live without my bread but actually it's just like 30% carbohydrate, which is still a third of your daily intake coming from carbohydrates, because let's face it, carbohydrates also include fruits, vegetables, whole grains, etc., fiber. So you're still eating carbohydrates. And I wanted to clarify that again, because again, you don't need to be in the best headspace. You don't need to find that perfect time to start. Actually, you just need to start making those small changes now, because you don't have to do all or nothing. The research is there showing you don't have to be all or nothing. It's our interpretation of it sometimes, which that makes us think like, I've got to be vegan, I've got to be plant-based, I've got to be zero carb because this came out and said low carb's better now. When actually what it's saying is cutting down a lot of refined, ultra-processed foods that can just so happen to contain fat and carbohydrates will probably be a good thing. It doesn't mean you have to eat none, because actually there's lots of benefits from fiber, such as gut health benefits, such as keeping you fuller for longer, such as having more versatile in your diet as well. So wanted to clarify that today. I hope that helps. Remember, focus on what you can control today. Get your protein in today. Can you get some omega-3, some oily fish in your diet? Can you get some vegetables? Can you get some fruits? Don't worry about how you cook them, boil, steam, mash, whether they're frozen, fresh, whether you have the same one 5 times today. It doesn't really matter. If you're adding that in, guess what? You're taking something else out of that. Are you getting your vitamin B in? Are you getting your iron in? Are you getting, not your ironing, iron in? It's in the nutrient iron. Although you might have ironing to do, who knows? Are you getting your key nutrients in? Are you getting enough protein in? Keep it simple. That's the key thing. And if I was to say one thing today, get protein at every meal, get some vegetables in at every meal. Because if you think about what you add in, by default, thinking of the physiological effect and psychological effect it has of having a lot of food on your plate, you're probably going to take something else out. There's going to be less room for other things. If you chuck first things on your plate, protein, vegetables, good to go. The rest, fill it up with your carbs and your fats, done. Hope that helps and clarifies a few things. Don't believe everything Arnold Schwarzenegger says. Although I don't think he's 80% vegan. Anyway, I hope that helps. Any questions, let us know. As always, have an awesome day. Enjoy the weather. Stay safe. Drink your water. Take your antihistamine if you need to. And I'll see you later.